Hey guys, it's Maddie, and recently I had a really crazy dream that happened to me, and so basically I really want to share it to you guys. I don't even know if anybody likes these kind of videos, but I love filming them, so I've been filming them a lot because I have a lot of weird dreams that happen. So if you're new here, which you probably are, check out my other dream videos if you like this kind of thing. And I thank you so much for coming here. And my dog's on my bed right now, so if I'm distracted and here and shifting, that's him. But basically, I'm very thankful that you're here, and let's get in the video. So the dream starts off at my high school, and I'm with one of my friends who I've been friends with since like first grade or second grade, I want to say. Yeah, so I'm with her. I'm with a kid I really don't like. It's weird because I also had a dream like this before that had three of us together, and we were like on my mom's bed, and there's like a painting there or something that we're doing, and then we threw around a spiky ball that was apparently poisonous, and I threw it at the kid I didn't like, and then the dream ended. So yeah, that has absolutely no bearing on the dream I'm telling you right now. I just wanted to say that because it was weird. So basically, very similar. It's me, my friend from first grade. We're gonna call her Mia, and then the kid I don't like. So I'm in the high school with Mia and the kid I don't like. He needs a name. John. We'll call him John. Okay, so I'm with Mia and John, and we're like sitting kind of like by the hallway. And the weird thing is, it's a different thing from like my high school and also the college I went to. So it's like a fusion kind of hallway, like with the layout. Yeah, which is not really important, but like it's what happened. So I'm with Mia and John, and I'm like tossing around a ball. Like we're like playing ball again for some reason. We're like all three of us are like playing a ball. So she like tosses it to me, and I toss it to John like really fast and like hit him. And I was like laughing because I don't like him. And then there's something about like a weird like Celtic symbol, I guess. So yeah, that's weird. And then we like hear commotion, and I go outside, and apparently like the high school is about to like explode or something. Basically that's context, even though nobody told me in the dream or anything. And somehow I knew that the high school was about to explode. So I'm outside the high school, I'm like running around like the Flash, like literally. Like I wasn't like the actual Flash, but like I had the Flash's powers. I was just zipping back and forth, grabbing people, putting them in the bus, and like I was zipping around, like saving people, going back and forth like everywhere. And I was like, I like stopped for a second. I asked anybody like, is anybody in the high school? And they're like, no, there's not. And I was like, oh, okay. So I kept like running around because everybody was just staying there for some reason. And I put them on the bus, and then as the bus was about to leave, I like came in, and I was like painting, obviously, because even though Dream Me runs really fast, real me doesn't run at all. So yeah, I'm like at the front of the bus, and I'm like painting. I like have my like, as she's driving away, and I like have my hand on like one of the like chair top areas. Yeah, and the bus is like full, so I don't have anywhere to sit. So yeah, I'm like painting there, and that's how the first part of the story ends, or at least this dream. So then in the next dream, I'm again in a bus like area. It's weird because it was a boat, but then at the end of the dream it became a bus. So yeah, I'm in this like dream boat slash whatever area. I'm with like four other people because apparently we were traveling to Louisiana. Yeah, apparently we were traveling to Louisiana, and like there were four of us, and there was this one like living room type area where there was like two beds off like into the side that were like kind of big. They had like an older type wooden like frame to it, and there were like two huge couches on the side that like were beds. And for some reason, because it was like a boat at this point, yeah, apparently it was a boat at this point, there were like shelves lining the walls with like stuffed animals on them. There were like a bunch of like newspaper clippings or whatever of like magazines and stuff. And dreaming was thinking about how the last time something like this happened in Louisiana, it was in 1850, where a bunch of people died. Now, I've never heard of that before. I don't know if that's an actual thing that happened, but in my dream, a lot of people died on a boat going to Louisiana, and only one small little boy helped save them, I guess. So that's what Dreamy concocted. So I was like kind of worried about that, which obviously Dreamy would be worried, Real Me is worried, would be worried, yeah. So I'm like talking to the girls and stuff, and then I was like walking. It was weird because like I was like walking down the hallway, and then the lights go out. So as I'm walking, I like looked into like the kitchen area, and there was just like this green light showing up. Like if you've watched The Great Gatsby, it was like basically that. And I was like, huh, there's a green light here, that's weird. So like everything was painted green, basically, in the darkness. And I was like walking down the hallway because it's like that room, the living room slash bedroom, whatever, the kitchen. And there's this like door in the back, kind of, yeah. And the adults came in there, they were like talking to me and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, I know a lot of weird stuff are happening, but don't worry, it's just props. Like it's just to like mess with you. And then like I looked out the window of that like door that I just talked about, and there was like this like white flash, and then like you could hear like a gunshot, and I like jumped, you know, because I was like, oh my gosh, somebody died. And they're like, no, like we told you, like it's all fine, it's just props, like don't worry about it. I was like, yeah, okay. So then like we arrived or whatever, and then I was like still freaking out because of all that stuff that happened. Just like the way I'm describing it, it's not like really scary, but like in the dream it was like dark, and it was like the lights, and it was just really weird because like I was thinking about how people die. So anywho, we like get out, and I like walk outside because we're in an RV now randomly instead of a boat. So I walk outside, and there's like a ton of RVs like everywhere, and I see my 3 little cousins like sitting outside their RV. So I like walk over and I sit down next to them, and it's like really sunny, it's really hot outside, and I'm like talking to them, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, and that's how that dream ends. So yeah, it was really weird. So this next dream is kind of in the same vein of how the tone is, I guess, which is not good, but yeah. So basically in the dream I'm like babysitting, and like as I've referenced my little cousins, I did babysit them recently, so I think that makes it like more like, oh, that's why I had this dream for this dream. But yeah, so in the dream, how many times can I say dream? Like take a shot. Anywho, at this part I'm like babysitting a ton of kids. Like it's like a daycare, but instead they stayed the night kind of thing. And there's like a boys room and there's like a girls room. So there are a lot of kids, and I was helping them babysit as they're like running around, because they're like, some of the kids in the room were like playing basketball or whatever. And I was tasked with putting all the dolls away in like drawers and like shutting them. And if you know me, I'm scared of dolls, and I'm surprised that nothing weird happened when the dolls came alive and attacked me in this dream, because that has happened in a dream before. But no, it was fine. So I was just like putting dolls away as I was talking to kids, and I'm like, no, like I have to put them away, like I have to clean up, we're gonna get ready for bed soon. So there's a dude walking down my road in blue. Okay, that doesn't matter. Anywho, I put them away, and I'm like shutting them, and like everything's fine. And I enlist the help of an older man because I need to change diapers. I need to change boys' diapers, and Dreamy does not want to do that. So I'm like, oh hey, can you do that? Like, do it with the boys, like, you know. And then I'll just like help the girls change their diapers or whatever. So the girls were throwing tantrums, and then it shifts to where I'm like outside in like a power line balls, and then yeah, that's the end of that portion pretty much. So kind of weird segue, but that's how my brain works. Then I was in an alternate universe, another one. And at this point, I have to like, everybody's grabbing their stuff and they have to leave. And this takes place sorta in like the college that I go to. So yeah, I was like on like the 3rd floor, not the 3rd floor, well, I guess. So you know how usually floors go up like, and it's like base floor, and then it's like 1, 2, 3. Well, my college is built like a boat, or so they say, so it goes like base floor, 1, 2, 3, it goes down. So yeah. So I'm on the like top floor that would be like normally at the 3rd floor. So, and I'm with a bunch of people, and we're all crowded in this room, and then this one girl, we're gonna call her May, okay? So May's over there, and her boyfriend's over there too. And she comes up to him, and she like gives him a big old hug, and he's just kind of standing there like this, and doesn't move, doesn't hug her. So she leaves like after she hugs him, you know? And I'm kind of like angry about this, because I'm like, we are leaving, like we are grabbing all our stuff, we have to like leave, and you're over here hugging your boyfriend. So anywho, Dreamy gets up and starts to leave, and she gets up and follows me, and she comes up to me, she's talking to me, and now keep in mind, this girl is about like the May person. She's about like 16. Yeah, okay. So she comes up to me, and she looks at me as we're walking down the hallway, and she goes, you know, I'm pregnant. No. Which, not to say that teen pregnancy is like, doesn't happen, or that like, it's just more uncommon. A 16-year-old, especially this particular person, yeah, it's just, it was weird. So anywho, she looks at me, she's like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant, and Dreamy's just like, that's nice, that's not what I have to do right now, I don't care. Didn't really say anything, I was just kind of like, yeah, okay. So I end up like running like down the stairs, yeah, I end up like running down the stairs, and like nobody's with me, because technically in the dream we weren't supposed to leave anywhere else. Like we grab our stuff and we get up there, and once we're up there we can't go anywhere because we have to move soon. So yeah, I like run down one of the stairs, and like I end up, because this would be the 3rd floor normally in my college, so it was like the basement floor, and I just ran all the way down those flights of stairs in the dream. So I emerge, and there's like doors like blocking the rest of the hallway, and there's kind of like windows that you can see in. And again, with the green light, like it's like somebody was doing a science experiment in the dream or something, and there's like a green light, and even though it was like dim down there and I was the only one, I could like see the green light. Like, I don't know. Which I guess maybe this part would make sense, because at the time of this stream we were watching The Great Gatsby, so yeah, make of that what you will. So I see the light, and I like immediately freak out, and I'm like running trying to find like my room, but I can't. So at this point the dream kind of fades off because I'm like starting to wake up then, but I assume it would end with me having to leave without my stuff or getting caught or something, because yeah. And that's all of the stories I have today. Like I said, if you watched this entire video through, I appreciate you and thank you so much for it. If you want more videos like this or you want to suggest some of your own, comment down below, and I guess watch more videos of me if you like me. So yeah, thank you for watching and bye. Going back and forth. Oh jeez, my hair. Sound like BBC. Well, what? My college, it's like built like a bullet.